Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are the Mighty Gooey Yogurt. Oh yes, we are. Well now, back in Cumbria, as you'll probably see. We returned from our Scottish trip on Monday, drenched. We got an absolute soaking on the way back home from Carlisle to Millom. It did nothing but rain, often heavily. Then it would stop a little bit and then it would start all over again. It was in many ways a baptism for the Murgatroyd, but not of fire, rather of water. A thorough dousing is what we got. But we arrived home smiling and have spent the last few days mostly indoors. I've been editing pretty much solid for the last 2 days, and now I'm 5 days ahead on the films, by the way. They're all scheduled to go up over the next 5 days. I've still got a bit more Scottish footage to be editing, but we're back to riding around Cumbria for a short while. Other trips will be coming shortly. The Murgatroyd developed enormously, as you would expect, after what was something like 500 to 600 miles. I've yet to do the precise figures of riding. She did incredibly well and came back, maybe not quite a fully fledged motorcyclist, but she's certainly getting there. Anyway, I'm going back to work today. I'm doing 2 o'clock until, well, whenever I close the bar, probably around 8, 9 o'clock tonight. And then I've got the whole of tomorrow off. The Murgatroyd is busy with other stuff. We have the granddaughter for a few days at the moment. Hello, Scarlett. And I'll be going out riding tomorrow. The weather's looking reasonably okay. Overcast, but not wet, or at least not very wet. We have now to put the lacquer on, and that will be happening sometime soon, over the next few days. And a little update on the camper van. It is now a violent green. It's really quite lovely. I'll put some footage of that in maybe tomorrow morning when I come to edit this film. What can you say? Nothing short of striking, I think. And incidentally, the weather forecast was completely wrong today. It's pissed down all afternoon. We're now having a ride to Coniston and then on to Hawkshead. Let's get moving. I love the sound of this engine. It just growls. It is a fabulous afternoon in Cumbria. It's about 14, 15 degrees. And it's nice to be back. We had an absolutely fantastic holiday. Not really any low points to speak of, and lots and lots and lots of high points. Everything just worked out wonderfully. The Murgatroyd and I, as you will know from watching the videos, laughed a lot and generally had a really, really nice time. Of course, things didn't always go the way we had them planned, but you know, the thing with plans is that they're things that you make and they don't always work out. And so often it's the case that when they don't work out, you have an even better time than you were expecting. Case in point would be the day that we took a wrong turn and went to Glencoe when we weren't actually intending to. That was an absolutely fantastic ride through some incredible scenery. I'd ridden the road from Glencoe to Bridge of Orkney precisely never. I travelled it in vans and cars on various climbing trips, but I'd never actually done it on a motorcycle. And so I'm really glad that we got lost and ended up doing that. It is very often the case that the best times you have are the result of having got something wrong beforehand. It's really, really nice to be back on Mr. Suzuki. I was missing him while we were away, but I do think that I made the right decision in going on the Magnificent Beast instead. Given the limitations of the Murgatroyd's Benelli BN125, being on this monster would have been a little bit frustrating. Which isn't in any way to detract from the glory that is my Yamaha XVS 650. It really was the motorcycle for that trip. Now that we're back, our thoughts are turning to what we're going to do with our next holiday, which is a flight out to Barcelona. It's very open-ended at the moment. We might go for a short holiday, we might go for a long one. Time will tell. I have at this point about an hour and a half to get to work. I think it's about 12:30 now. I've said that I'll be there for 2. I'll probably be arriving a little bit early. Although I am going to stop and do a little bit more lay-by lurking in a minute. A warm welcome to my latest subscribers. Thank you very much. We really do appreciate your subscriptions as we make our way towards the fabled 1,000, hopefully by the end of the year. How much road do you want?